today. Montgomery Showers, local quality value, montgomeryshowers.com.
It's been kind of sad now to see the last installment of those Idea Leap grant semifinalists shown here on 3+U, but lucky for us, Tammy Zumbrun is here. She's also, of course, with the Tennessee Valley Federal Credit Union. Have y'all enjoyed watching them? We've enjoyed doing them.
Oh my gosh, they are fabulous. You all have done a great job, and the businesses are so unique and different.
They are, and we have really had a good time. I hear all of us talking when we leave work and we're out talking to our friends and family, sharing these stories with us, because they're all these small business owners who kind of stepped out in faith. Right. They had an idea, and then they had the support of the credit union behind them, and they're hoping now for even more. Something I did not realize until you sat down this morning, though, was that there's a lot of kind of buzz now for people wondering what is the difference between a conventional bank and using a credit union.
Right, and you know, we say all the time we're member owned, but what that really means is you have an account with us, you're an owner.
Okay.
And it doesn't matter whether you have a lot of money in the credit union or very little. Everybody's treated equally because each person owns an equal share in the credit union. And because it's owned by our members, our whole structure is different. So our board of directors of a $3 billion financial institution do it volunteer. They don't get paid.
Really?
Yeah, and it's just because people really bought into the cooperative idea of a credit union.
So I'm not trying to do too much comparison because that might not be really fair, but I do have, I have a couple of accounts actually at the credit union and in some other banks in town too, but there is kind of this hominess is the word I'm going to use every time, whether I'm at the teller or I go inside. Is it because y'all are owned by your own group that you can kind of do it your way?
You're one of our owners. So, you know, when a member comes in, they're our owners. So we should treat them differently. If it weren't for the members, we wouldn't exist.
But do you tailor it to your community too?
Oh, we do. We're all about the community because that's where our members are, right? So that's why we do things like the Idea Leap grant.
Yeah.
We want to support the communities in whatever ways that we can. So with the grant that we're going to be doing in the competition, it's supporting the entrepreneurial community.
Right.
But you'll also see us out like at Riverfront Nights. You
Sure.
know, we're out doing fun things where people can know about it, but it's really to help people have access to financial services that are tailored to meet their needs.
Okay, it is Financial Literacy Month.
Yes.
So something else, I'll spill mine out there. So I am a member of the credit union. So anytime I want to go online and check my accounts with you, right there on the front page is my credit score.
Isn't that awesome?
It's super easy to know what's going on in your life.
It is so easy. And when you open up a checking account with us, which we call a Perks checking account, it comes with some extra benefits. And I don't know if you've used this or not, but there's an app separate with it that gets you savings all over town. So we have a lot of the businesses around town have like 10% off or free appetizer if you come and eat there. So lots of benefits for our members. We're always trying to find ways to give back to them and add value to their membership.
Well, okay, let's talk about the giving back then, because I know when we bring these hour-long competition shows to the air in early May, we'll have a chance to dig a little bit deeper into this. But you are giving away, is it $225,000?
It is, in 3 separate areas. So we'll be airing a 1-hour TV segment for the Ocoee region, one for the Northwest Georgia region, and then Chattanooga will be live. And they're all the first week of May, so it'll be Monday, Tuesday, Thursday.
It is a lot of money. So how did y'all decide to do this? I mean,
well, we started off offering Idea Leap loans. And that was a real niche because they were to true entrepreneurs that maybe your larger financial institutions who are for-profit, you know, couldn't or wouldn't necessarily do a very small loan, which we will do small loans. So we started off helping that community, and then our VP of Business Development said, what if we took the interest or dividends that we're making off of those loans and we reinvested it back in the community through a grant program? So it was really his idea, and our CEO and board of directors are like, that's a great idea. And so each year it's kind of grown. And so the first place winner goes home with $30,000 to pour back into their business, and that may be to buy equipment so that they can make more of whatever their product is.
They all have
Or-
their own plans.
Yeah, it might be to bring another special animal to town.
Right.
Who knows what their plans are, but they'll be telling us during those
Well,
competitions.
and it's because as you know, you've taken this journey with us probably. And by the way, this is the week that the People's Choice voting ends,
so
right?
if you want to vote, go to tvfcu.com to the business section and vote for your favorite business, because there will be 5 finalists. 4 of those are chosen by our independent judges, and then 1 from each community will get through because of the people's voting. So anybody can vote. You don't have to be a member with us, just go on and vote.
I think that I've been told that it was something like 80 applicants or something in these various regions that first applied, and then it got whittled down, and then these 21 total that you've had a chance to see were the cream of the crop, so to speak. Many of them were first-time applicants,
Yes.
which was really surprising for me to think they had that good of a pitch.
Right.
But every single one of them, they're excited because it's going to either give back to their employees, give back to their community, bring jobs in. It's a full circle.
It is, and that's really what we're about.
So if somebody else wants to be a member and they're not yet, is the best thing to just walk into the
You can do that, but you can also just go to tvfcu.com and open your account online. It's really easy.
I'll say this too, with graduation season being here, it's a great time to establish banking for your graduate.
Oh, it is. And get them started early. And like you were talking about, just with the banking app, makes it so easy because they can keep up with their credit score. They can keep up with their spending on a daily basis.
Yeah.
And with Savvy Money, which is built into that, they can really learn and take advantage of some good budgeting tools,
Yes.
which we know is so important for all of us, but especially those graduates.
So here is the website, tvfcu.com. Now you know a little bit maybe of the difference between being a credit union member versus banking with a traditional bank. And whatever your banking need, they would love to help you because community is what it's all really about. Thanks.
West Yellowknife Trading Post has everything under the sun. DIY mini split HP 12,000 BTU priced at only $8.95 plus tax. 60-inch tub shower combo with seat only $9.95. Don't pay big box prices, but hurry, limited quantities available. You better get